In this video guide, we're going to look at one of the most popular and best known exercises of all, the sit-up. This exercise is used for working your abdominal muscles and can be used during your gym workout, as part of a circuit session, or even at home. Whilst the sit-up is a great exercise, it's also often done with poor technique, which means it becomes less effective and more dangerous. It also forces other muscles to do the work that should be done by your abdominals. The sit-up is a floor exercise, so start by lying on your back on an exercise mat with your legs bent so your feet are flat on the floor. Bend your knees and place your arms behind your head. To focus on the correct technique, we'll break down the sit-up movement into phases. Phase 1 is the initial lift away from the floor. To keep the correct technique as you do this, tighten your stomach muscles by pulling in your belly button and lead with your head, followed by your shoulders. Phase 2 starts once your head is off the floor. Through this stage, your upper body should move as one unit. Don't be tempted to jolt your head forward or use your shoulders to add momentum to the lift. Concentrate on keeping your feet planted on the floor and pick a spot on the ceiling to stay focused on throughout the movement. This will help you keep the correct form throughout the exercise. Phase 3 is the furthest point that you sit up. Bring your upper body to the point that your shoulder blades lift off the ground. Take a momentary pause and then slowly lie back down in a controlled manner, keeping the tension in your stomach muscles as you do. The downward phase of this movement is just as important. It isn't a chance to rest. Okay, now you're back to the start position and ready for another repetition. So that's the sit-up. Let's recap on those important points of technique. As you lift your upper body off the floor, lead with your head and then move your upper body as one unit, and keep your feet planted throughout each movement to really work your stomach muscles. Focus on a point on the ceiling to keep your head, neck and back aligned, and don't be tempted to strain or pull with your arms or neck. Let your stomach muscles do the work. At the top of the sit-up, take a momentary pause and then lower down to the start position, and remember to stay in control and focus on keeping those abdominal muscles engaged as you do. So now you've completed the sit-up, why not have a look at some of the other exercises that will help tone up your stomach?